Welcome everyone, join us today as we delve into the life and legacy of LYNNE RANDELL, Australia's first female pop star, who burst onto the music scene in the 1960s with her powerful voice, striking looks, and undeniable charisma, with hit songs like Ciao Baby. So let's dive in. LYNNE RANDELL, born the 14th of December 1949 in Liverpool, in England. She was zodiac sign Sagittarius. Born in Liverpool, England, LYNNE and her family migrated to Australia when she was 5, settling in the southeastern Melbourne suburb of Murrumbeena. As a teenager attending Mordialloc High School, she dreamed of fame. Initially, her aspirations were to become a renowned hairdresser working at Alexandre of Paris. At 14, she began working as an assistant for pocket money, eventually starting an apprenticeship there the following year at Lillian and Antonio's hair salon in Melbourne, owned by the prominent hairdresser and socialite Lillian Frank. Her singing talent emerged when she won a school Fate talent quest, earning a one-week singing engagement in Lorne on Victoria's surf coast. LYNNE requested time off from the salon, revealing her singing prize. Lillian Frank, unaware of her talent, encouraged her to sing in front of the staff and customers, and after LYNNE's performance was met with loud applause, her week off was granted. At a New Year's Eve gig at the Lorne SLSC, LYNNE crossed paths with university student and aspiring rock journalist Ian Molly Meldrum, who was there with his surfer friends. A cheeky remark from Ian led to a quick-witted comeback from LYNNE, sparking the beginning of a lifelong friendship. One day at Lillian and Antonio Frank's salon, one of their regular clients, publicist Carol West, had been hired by Gary Spry, manager of Australian mod band The Flies, to organise a publicity shoot showcasing the band having their long hair styled at the salon. During the shoot, The Flies' lead singer Ronnie Burns began playing guitar and singing, prompting Lillian Frank to suggest that her young worker join in. LYNNE's vocal talent caught Spry's attention, leading him to offer her a spot performing at his Disco Pinocchios, while Carol West became her manager. To celebrate LYNNE's 15th birthday on December 14, 1964, West organised a party in Malvern, inviting local radio DJs, including Stan Rofe. Backed by the Spinning Wheels, LYNNE performed House of the Rising Sun and John Lee Hooker's Boom Boom, impressing Rofe, a key figure in promoting Australian music talent, including Normie Rowe. Rofe encouraged LYNNE to record a demo tape, which he played on his radio show. This exposure led to a recording contract with EMI's HMV label, marking the beginning of LYNNE's music career. LYNNE's debut single, a lively cover of Lulu's I'll Come Running Over, was released in February 1965 and co-charted alongside Lulu's version. She travelled to Sydney to promote the track on popular TV programs such as Bandstand, Saturday Date, and Sing Sing Sing. By March, the single had climbed into Melbourne's top 10. Just before starting the new year of high school, LYNNE informed her parents she was leaving school to focus on her burgeoning pop career. Her rise was swift. LYNNE became a regular on The Go Show, performing alongside acts like the Easy Beats, Olivia Newton-John, The Twilights, Johnny Young, and Normie Rowe. She was a favourite on Melbourne's vibrant disco and dance scene, often backed by the Spinning Wheels. Her second single, A Love Like You, was released in May and reached number 27 in Melbourne, followed by a cover of the Marvelettes, Forever, in July. Both singles entered the Melbourne Top 40, and by the end of the year, LYNNE had won the 3UZ Sound Award and the Go Show's Most Popular Female Vocalist of the Year accolade. In early 1966, LYNNE signed with CBS Records. Her first single for the label, Heart, originally written by Petula Clark, George ABBA, and Tony Hatch, was released in April. It broke into the top 40 in both Melbourne at number 19 and Brisbane at number 26. LYNNE's growing prominence was cemented with a full-page cover and feature story in the April 16 edition of Go Set. The follow-up single, Going Out of My Head, was released in August 1966. Originally recorded by Little Anthony and the Imperials in 1964, the song had been covered by many notable artists, including Cilla Black, Petula Clark, John Baldry, and Frank Sinatra. LYNNE's version was another success, reaching number 12 on Melbourne's charts and peaking at number 4 in Brisbane. After winning the inaugural Go Set Award for Top Pop Girl Singer, LYNNE embarked on international adventures, traveling to the UK and the USA. In Liverpool, she performed at the iconic Cavern Club, and in the States, she befriended the Monkees, who were quickly rising to fame as America's teen idols. She briefly dated lead singer Davy Jones, which drew media attention. 16 magazine editor Gloria Stavers published a photo of Lynne resting her head on Jones' shoulder, branding her as a Monkee girlfriend, while the English press speculated about a supposed love triangle involving B.G. Maurice Gibb. Lynne signed with US label Epic Records, releasing the vibrant single, Ciao Baby, in early 1967. Written by Larry Weiss and Scott English, who also penned Bend Me Shape Me, the song became Lynne's biggest Australian hit, peaking at number 6 in Melbourne and number 16 in Sydney. While its success in the US was moderate, topping regional charts in places like Hawaii and Cincinnati, it garnered airplay in the UK, briefly charting on Radio London's Fab 40 at number 33 in July. A promotional film for Ciao Baby, shot in New York, is considered one of the earliest colour music videos by an Australian artist. Lynne joined the Monkees as an opening act for 3 of their early American concerts and was well received, leading to her inclusion on their first major US tour. Sharing the bill with acts like The Fifth Dimension, Jimi Hendrix, The Who, and Ike and Tina Turner, Lynne recalled performing at the Hollywood Bowl as a standout moment from this legendary tour. Lynne's time in America had a darker side. Constant travel and poor eating habits led her to worry about weight gain, prompting her to take diet pills, which were essentially methamphetamines. These pills not only controlled her weight but also helped her maintain the energy needed for her demanding tour schedule. However, she quickly developed an addiction that would haunt her for decades. Her next single, That's a Hoe Down, performed well, reaching number 19 in Melbourne and number 26 in Adelaide in August 1967. That October, she earned another Go Set Pop Poll Award for Most Popular Female Vocal. In February 1968, Lynne parted ways with her manager Carol West and relocated to Los Angeles. Struggling with addiction and health issues like glandular fever and peritonitis, she found herself torn between her fame in Australia, where she was still widely recognized, and her relative anonymity in the US, which she enjoyed for its glamour and excitement. In 1969, at the age of 20, Lynne married Abe Hock, an executive at Atlantic Records. Her final single, I Love My Dog, was released the same year on Capitol Records but failed to chart. During 1970 and 1971, Lynne contributed a weekly column to Go Set as their US correspondent, with their home serving as the magazine's American office. The couple welcomed their son, Jameson Hock, in 1972. In 1976, they moved to London when Hock became head of Swan Song Records. However, Lynne's ongoing struggles with addiction and health complications from prescription drug use strained their marriage, ultimately leading to their divorce in the late 1970s. After her divorce, Lynne returned to Los Angeles around the time Rick Springfield moved there from Australia. The two became involved, and Lynne introduced Springfield to the city's nightlife, parties, and its thriving sex and drug scene. Embracing the West Coast party lifestyle, Lynne became known for hosting extravagant gatherings attended by stars like Elton John, Led Zeppelin, George Harrison, Ringo Starr, Cher, and Dusty Springfield. Nicknamed the Crazy Lady from Australia, she developed a wide circle of celebrity friends. However, her health began to decline as her dependency on drugs that was facilitated by accommodating doctors worsened. She developed chronic reflux and severe esophageal spasms, which led to multiple hospitalizations to remove lodged food under general anesthesia. Feeling adrift, Lynne returned to Australia in 1980 and began staying at Ian Molly Meldrum's Melbourne home. She eventually became his personal assistant, a position she held until 1986, when she left to be closer to her son in Woodstock, New York, after her ex-husband's second marriage ended. Lacking the funds to relocate, Lynne received an unexpected offer from Seymour Stein, head of Sire Records, to become his personal assistant. He sent her $5,000 for the move, the exact amount she needed, and she worked for him for 2 years, managing artists like Talking Heads, Madonna, The Smiths, and The Pretenders. Lynne returned to Australia in the 1990s, making occasional appearances at 60s revival concerts, but her addiction persisted. In 2003, she resolved to confront her decades-long struggle with drugs. By then, her health was in serious decline, her GP revealed that her addiction had caused brain damage, exhausted her nervous system, and left her adrenal glands unable to produce essential hormones. In 2004, Lynne shared her battle with addiction in an interview with the Age newspaper. Over the next 3 years, she worked to heal physically and emotionally, focusing on rebuilding her relationship with her son, who had returned to Melbourne. Lynne also began writing a memoir, determined to share her story. Sadly, on June 8, 2007, Lynne, 57, took her own life and was found deceased at her home in Toorak, Melbourne. Police confirmed there were no suspicious circumstances. She left a message asking for a party instead of a funeral. She had packed all her belongings in boxes and had left behind notes and gifts for her loved ones and family. Though her father had passed 3 years prior, Lynne was survived by her mother, siblings, her son Jameson, and 2 grandchildren. In a heartbreaking turn of events, just 3 days after scattering his mother's ashes at a memorial service at St Kilda Beach, Lynne's son Jameson Hock, aged 35, passed away from a brain hemorrhage. And there you have it. Lynne Randell's life was a mix of dazzling success and personal struggles, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire fans and fellow artists. Her contributions to Australian music remain timeless, a testament to her enduring talent and spirit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.